everyone. Last class we discussed about the complete syllabus. Today we have to start with the first module, that is electrochemistry and energy storage system. Here in this unit today we have to discuss all those things: use of free energy in chemical equilibria, introduction, thermodynamic function, free energy, entropy, cell potential, and derivation of the Nernst equation. These are the topic we have to study in this session. First, electrochemistry. Electrochemistry is the branch of science that deals with the study of conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy and vice versa. The postulate that chemical and electrical phenomena are mutually related to each other. Okay, where we are using the electrochemical principle helped in understanding the corrosion of the metal. We are, by using this electrochemistry, we are study the what are the corrosion of the metal, okay, how they occur, what is the oxidation and reduction will taking place in the corrosion of the metal we are studied, okay. And also because of the practical importance of electrochemistry, it has become a very interesting field of study for the scientists and technologists. Next, energy storage system. Energy will be stored in the form of batteries, okay. The development in field of science, engineering and technology, naturally man in using and applying this development to improve the comfort in life and enjoyment. The increasing in lifestyle is characterized by high demand for energy consumption. Cell and batteries are important in providing the portable electrical energy. Okay, next we will say that electrochemistry is a branch of science which deals with the conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy and vice versa. Next we have to study the we are to using this free energy in chemical equilibrium. We have to study the Nernst equation and all those things. What is chemical equilibrium? The state of a function or a state of a reaction in which the concentration of reactants and products remain constant over a time. For example, you have to take one reaction, AA plus BB is equals to CC plus DD. You have to take this reaction. What happened? The concentration of the reactant and the concentration of the product remains same over a time. Okay. Next we are move on to the thermodynamic function. We all know that there is a thermodynamic function, which are those free energy, entropy, enthalpy, internal energy. These are the thermodynamic function. In this we have to first start with the free energy. Free energy is defined as a part of total energy of a system which is available to do the useful work. Means here we are using the free energy for the useful work. Okay, it's called free energy. Free energy as of the two types. One is Helmholtz free energy and another one is Gibbs free energy. Helmholtz free energy, A is equals to U minus TH. U is the internal energy, T is the temperature, S is the entropy of the system. V gives free energy, G is equals to H is the enthalpy of the system, T is the temperature and S is the entropy of the system. These are the two types of the free energy. Okay, next we are to study the entropy. Entropy is a measure of randomness or disorderness of the system. What happen if you have molecule or particle having more randomness, means more entropy, and a molecule are less randomness, means it is a less entropy. It was given by delta S is equals to Q by T, where is delta S is the entropy, Q is the heat exchanged by the system, T is the temperature. Next, enthalpy. What is enthalpy? It is a property of the thermodynamic system and it is defined as sum of the systems of the internal energy and also the product of the pressure and the volume. It was indicated by the letter H. Next, single electrode potential. What is single electrode potential? It is defined as a potential developed when an electrode is in contact with solution of its own ion. Means you have to take the two solution here. One is zinc sulfate solution and another one is copper sulfate solution. Here the zinc rod is dipped into the zinc sulfate solution and the copper rod will be dipped into the copper sulfate solution. It will be connected to the voltmeter. Here what the function of the voltmeter, it shows the potential. Okay, here and also we are putting the salt bridge. Salt bridge is the solutions of the KCl. Okay, it is kept in the form of U shape. Here we are seeing it is in the form of U shape. Okay, what is the function of this salt bridge? The salt bridge allows the flow of ion but prevent the mixing of the solution that would allows directly reaction of the cell reactant. Okay, mainly here the salt bridge, it will be allows the flow of electrons and prevent the mixing of the solution. Total single electrode potential means here we are measuring the potential differences, means potential will be developed when the potential will be developed when the two solution will be contact with the solution of its own ion, is called single electrode potential. Next, move on to the standard electrode potential. Standard electrode potential is defined as potential developed when an electrode is in contact with solution of 1 molar concentration at 298 Kelvin and 1 atmospheric pressure. It is as the same as the single electrode potential, but here the molar concentration and temperature and the pressure will be taken as a constant. It is called standard electrode potential. It is also the two solution will be taken in the two rods will be dipped into the two different solution. That is, here we have to take zinc sulfate solution and is also take the copper sulfate solution. Okay, here the potential will be developed, it will be measured. Okay, here means here we are taken constant term, that is molar concentration, temperature and the pressure. Next, cell potential. The cell potential is defined as the differences between the electrode potential of the cathode and anode. Means here we are taking the E cell is equals to E cathode minus E anode. Here we are taking E cathode minus E anode. E cathode, what happen in the cathode? Reduction will taking place. In the anode, oxidation will be taking place. And what are the example of the single electrode potential? Means one you have to take the example of the Daniell cell and another is an electrolyte cell. Here in this the conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy, it is taken as an example of Daniell cell. Next, we have the conversion of the electrical energy into chemical energy. It is an example of the electrolyte cell. Next, we move on to the electro series. Okay, electrochemical series is an arrangement of order of standard potential refers to as electrochemical series. Here the arrangement is given here. Here mainly we are seeing that the arrangement of the potential will be given. What is this? All those things is a negative electrode potential. Here it is the positive electrode potential. Negative electrode potential in what they indicate means it indicate the oxidation tendency, and the positive electrode potential it indicate the reducing tendency with respect to the hydrogen. What happened? The metal with lower electrode potential, the more reactive the solution will be more reactive and the electrode potential increases. What happened? Reactivity decreases. The metal with higher electrode potential are more noble. Okay, next, metal with lower electrode potential have a tendency to replace the metal with higher electrode potential from the solution. Means here we are seeing that the zinc displaces copper and also copper displaces the silver. Metal with negative electrode potential can liberate the hydrogen from the acid solution. Okay, means here electrochemical series says that the potential, what is the potential of the metals? Okay, here negative value shows the lower potential and positive value shows the higher potential differences. Okay, Next, derivation of the Nernst equation. In 1889, Nernst derived a quantitative relation between the electrode potential and concentration of the metal. Okay, here the maximum work done for a reversible chemical process is equals to the amount of electrical energy that can be obtained, issue in the decreasing of the free energy. Okay, maximum work is done is equals to decreasing in the free energy. That's why it is indicated by minus delta G. Here maximum work done is equals to differences in the electrode potential between the two electrode. Means here E cell is taken as an E cathode minus an E anode. Means here we are taken the differences between the two electrode and the total quantity of the charge flowing through the cell. The total quantity of the charge flowing through the cell is given by number of electrons into Faraday's constant. It shows the electrical quantity of the electron will flow, and we all know that we have to substitute this W maximum is equals to NEF. In the equation 1 we are getting delta G is equals to minus NEF. For the standard electrode potential we are taken minus delta G naught is equals to minus NE naught F. Okay, consider now we have to consider the reversible electrode reaction. Here we are seeing that Mn plus n electron is equals to M. Here it is a general reaction of the oxidation and reducing a reaction. Means here in the oxidation what take place, anode reaction will take place, that is the loss of electron. In the cathode reduction will take place, in that gain of the electron will be taking place. Okay, for the KCl, Kc is equals to the reaction of the product divided by reactant is given by Kc. We all know that Kcg and delta G naught is the related to each other. It was given by the Van 't Hoff factor, that is delta G is equals to G naught plus RT ln Kc. Here delta G is equals to G naught plus RT ln Kc. Okay, this equation is given by Van 't Hoff reaction isotherm. Okay, next we are substitute Kc, delta G and delta G naught to the above equation. We all know that delta G is equals to minus NEF. You have to substitute in this equation. If I equation you are getting minus NFE is equals to minus NF E naught plus RT ln M divided by Mn plus. Okay, after that we have to divide NF in the equation. You are getting E is equals to E naught minus RT divided by NF. You have to remove this RT. Okay, and then ln of M divided by Mn plus. Here M is taken as in concentration, M is equals to 1. We are getting the E is equals to E naught plus RT into 2.303 divided by NF log of Mn plus. Here we are taken the ln into a log form. Okay, finally we have to substitute all those things. Means R is equals to 8.314 and T is equals to 298. We have to T is equals to taken as 298, and next F is equals to 96,500. You have to substitute all those things in the equation 6. What you are getting means E is equals to E naught plus 0.0591 divided by N of log of Mn plus. This is the final Nernst equation, that is E is equals to E naught E naught plus 0.0591 divided by N of log Mn plus. This is the final equation of the Nernst. Okay, it is the derivation of the Nernst equation. Okay, next class we will do the problems, solve the problems based on this Nernst equation. Thank you.